100, 2,000, 600 years ago, the heaven and the earth made love, and everything was born. Humans, beasts, and birds all came into being, and the world was divided into 4 great continents: the East Continent and the West, the North Continent and the South. This story is only concerned with the East Continent. Beyond the ocean, there's a country called Aulai, in the midst of which was the famous Flower Fruit Mountain. On top of that mountain, there lay an immortal stone, nourished by the seeds of earth until, quickened by divine inspiration, it gave birth to a stone egg. Exposed to the earth's winds, that stone egg soon transformed into a stone monkey. If you want to know how creation works through the spans of time, then you must know the chronicle of the journey to the West.
Heavenly Gods. Lady Bodhisattva Guan Yin. Lord Tathagata Buddha. And Jade Empress, Queen of Heaven. The light you saw just now, emanating from Flower Fruit Mountain, came from a monkey made of stone, who hatched from an egg, and has just now bowed to all 4 corners of the earth.
Oh well, I'm not surprised. The creatures of below are made of the essence of both heaven and earth, and therefore, with them, anything might happen. That monkey was able to walk, run, and leap about. He fed on grass and shrubs and drank from brooks and streams. He was so intelligent that soon he was made the Monkey King.
Dear Monkey King, whatever is the matter? What is disturbing our handsome Monkey King? Why are you so sad?
I must admit I'm a little troubled about my future.
Oh?
I've had a thought just now that one day I'll grow old and die.
Well, maybe. But right now we have our blessed mountain and a feast every day.
One day, old age and weakness will disclose the secret of Sovereignty of Yama, king of the underworld.
Oh, perhaps.
And if we die, shall we not have lived in vain, only to be born again and die again and never rank among the heavenly beings?
Listen, if the great king is so farsighted, this may be the beginning of his religious inclination. Handsome king, did you know that there are 3 beings that are not subject to Yama?
Do you know who they are?
There are the Buddhas, the holy sages, and the mortals. They live as long as heaven and earth.
Do you know where they live?
In the human world?
Yes!
In caves and holy mountains and such.
Mountain!
Well, in that case, I shall leave here tomorrow and sail across the ocean. If I have to wander to the edge of heaven and earth, I will find these people and learn how to be immortal forever.
Won't that be difficult?
Nevertheless, I'm going to do it. Now find me a vessel. Tomorrow I set out.
Dear Monkey, the next morning he hopped in his vessel and pushed off with all his might. He set out onto the great ocean.
What's this, a human city?
Our quest for fame and fortune, when will it end? This tyranny of early rising and retiring ways. Riding on mules we long for a horse, already prime ministers we seek to be kings.
Excuse me. Can you tell me where
For 9 years, Monkey wandered in human cities, and although he learned to walk upright, he never met a single enlightened person.
9 years I've spent here and haven't found a master?
Go out
I think I'll go out.
into the countryside.
Into the countryside.
Monkey searched for a long time until he came upon a tall and beautiful mountain with thick forests at its base. He climbed to the top to look down. Imagine his delight when he saw, approaching from a distance, what looked to be a cloud floating a few feet above the earth.
Hail Lauda, Hail Zonda, Hail Zhongdao Ling. Hail Lauda, Hail Zhuangzi! Hail Zhang Daoling! Hail Laozi! Hail Zhuangzi! Hail Zhang Daoling!
Master, I your people pay my sincere homage.
Stop this kotong and tell me where you're from.
I'm from Flowerfruit Mountain, the country of Aolai.
Chase him out of here. Even with the right conduct, he couldn't get anywhere.
What are you saying?
Flowerfruit Mountain is 2 oceans and a continent away. You're lying when you said you came from there.
Master, I've trudged across the continent and sailed across 2 oceans for 10 years to find you.
Ah, so you already traveled many stages. All right then, I will take you on. Now, what kind of Taoist art do you wish to learn?
Whatever has a smidgen of Taoist flavor.
How about practice of magic arts?
What do they do?
You will learn the secrets of pursuing good and avoiding evil.
Will I live forever?
No.
Forget it.
How about the way of the ways?
What do they do?
It includes the Confucians, the Buddhists, the Taoists, and the physicians. They read scripture and recite prayers.
Will I be immortal?
No.
Who needs it? What else?
The art of quietude, abstinence, and the art of cross-legged sitting.
Long life?
Impossible.
Who needs it? I don't want it.
You bad monkey! You won't learn this and you won't learn that!
You reckless ape, the master was going to teach you magic secrets, and all you did was argue. Now you've offended her, and who knows when she'll come out again.
Why are you laughing, you idiot ape?
Oh, never mind. Let's go to bed. It's getting dark. Let's hope Master's in a better mood tomorrow.
And with that, the tired little Taoists lay down their heavy mortal bones. And soon they drifted off.
You mischievous monkey. Why aren't you out sleeping with the others?
Master, you know yourself you told me to come. When you hit me 3 times, it meant come at the hour of the 3rd watch, and when you folded your arms behind your back, it meant and use the back door.
Little monkey, you are indeed the offspring of heaven and earth. I shall now rename you Sun Wukong. Awake to vacuity.
Master, tell me, what is the secret of immortality?
Come here and listen.
She told him the way to fly through clouds. She told him the way to transform his body big or small. Listen, Sun Wukong, listen. She told him the way to multiply himself into 100 monkeys. Monkey, now Sun Wukong, listen to these words like jewels dropping from his master's mouth. His search was over. For 10 years, Monkey practiced all the arts of the 72 transformations. He could soar through clouds and transform his body into any shape at all. He became as agile, as active, as restless, as far-reaching, and as brutal as the mind itself.
Where'd he go?
Wonderful, wonderful! How far did you go?
6,000 miles in a single instant.
With skills like that, you'll be able to work as a courier for the immortals.
Courier.
Do more!
Yes, turn into a tree.
Yes,
a tree.
What is this screaming and shouting about? Is this any way for Tao's disciples to behave? Get out of here, all of you! So, Sun Wukong, is this what you've been doing all these years? Is this what you think that I've taught you? To make yourself a fool out of the unenlightened? Get out of this place immediately!
But Master, I owe you.
You owe me nothing. You have exceptional magic skills and long-lasting life. Remember, you are not yet immortal. So, don't get me into any trouble, and don't involve me if you do. But if you tell anyone it was I who taught you, I will skin your bones and send you down to Yama.
With that, the patriarch dismissed their monkey. His body was now freed from his mortal weight. He had mastered the art of cloud soaring, and with a twist of his body, he was somersaulting over oceans and continents. The trip, which had once taken 10 years, now took a single day.
Little ones, I have returned.
King, we're back.
Why are you armed? Why is everything in disarray? What's going on?
A fiend gate king has been kidnapping our young ones and brutally abusing us. He seems to be made of iron. Nothing can stop him.
Oh, really?
Here he comes!
Well, that takes care of that. These mortal weapons are far too light. Where can I get something more to my liking?
Under the ocean.
Oh, I know. The Dragon Camp.
I think I should pay our neighbor a visit. Neighbor? Hello, neighbor?
Hello?
I hear you have all kinds of divine weapons. Will you give me one?
Do I know you?
I'm Sabu Khan from Flower Fruit Mountain.
Ah, yes.
I'd heard you had gone out and discussed the Tao and gained great powers. You were immortal, I suppose.
Practically, but now these mortal weapons are very light. Do you have anything for me?
Won't you have some tea?
Thank you. Now let's finish with these niceties. So what do you have for me?
Bring out the long-handled scimitar. This is a beautiful weapon, neighbor. I'm sure you'll love it, and you'll be satisfied.
This is very light, and it doesn't suit my hand. What else do you have for me?
Bring out the 9-pronged fork. Beautiful weapon, neighbor, made entirely of elephant tusks and rhinoceros horns.
This is very light.
Are you sure? Take another look. That fork weighs 3,406 pounds.
Surely you something else.
That's all we got. Let the High Immortal take the trouble of visiting another ocean.
But darling, don't you remember? We have in our ocean treasury the iron-hooped rod that used to hold up the Milky Way. Lately it has been glowing with an auspicious light. Perhaps that means it was intended for our visitor.
That sounds about right. Bring it up, bring it up.
No, we can't bring it up. It's too heavy. No one here
The
can.
only thing down here was this tiny box.
Open it. There it is. The heaviest rod in the world. Read the instructions.
Right then. Shake! This'll do wonderfully.
With that, our insolent little monkey left without a word of thanks and headed back to Flower Fruit Mountain.
I'm going to file a complaint.
Time went by like the snapping of fingers, and one day, feeling a bit weary after 2 or 3 years of no rest, Monkey lay down to sleep.
Yes, this is the one.
Hey, where are you taking me?
The region of darkness. Where else?
Region of Darkness? Old monkey? I don't think so. I have transcended the 3 regions in 5 phases. How can you be so confused?
Not our department. You should check higher up.
Or rather,
Yama, King Yama, come up here.
Hello.
I have jumped your 3 regions in 5 phases. Why have you sent these officers to arrest me?
There are many people in this world with the same name and surname as you. The summoners may have made a mistake.
Nonsense. The proverb says, magistrates err, clerks err, but the man with the warrant never errs. Quick, bring up your births and deaths so I can have a look.
All right. Let's see. Furry creatures, short-haired creatures, winged creatures, scaly creatures, crawling creatures. I can't seem to find you.
Keep looking. Look at the file on monkeys.
Ah, here you are. Soul number 359. Stroke Q, stroke F. Heaven-born, stone monkey. Age 349 years. A good end.
May I see that?
Certainly. I understand you need to verify.
That takes care of that. Never bother me again.
I filing point.
And now you know why it is the monkeys live so long. For when Yama comes for one of them, the file is nowhere to be found. We shall not now elaborate here on Monkey's joyful return to his companions, for it is now time to turn to the Celestial Jade Empress, who is now holding court in the Treasure Hall of Divine Mists.
Took our weapon.
He's not that bad, but
Or collective names.
What's this I hear?
It's true. That bogus immortal came to my home, took my weapon, drank my tea, and departed without a word of thanks.
Oh dear.
He tore up the record of names, giving the long life to the simians.
I believe I've heard of him. He's a mischievous little monkey who has caused some trouble on Earth, but...
Enough. This monkey has caused some trouble on Earth, as you say, and in the ocean and the underworld. I sent for him as soon as I heard there were complaints. He'll be here any minute, and we'll just execute him. Jade Empress, Lady Bodhisattva Guanyin, the compassionate. Jade Empress, if the monkey has skills as everyone says he does, and if he has the divine gold rod, then he may be difficult to catch and kill. Mightn't it be better to invite him to our heavenly court and offer him a small position and rank? How dangerous is that golden hoop Dragon King?
Very.
And his skills, they've grown very great?
So I've heard.
All right then, we'll welcome him. But we can't give him any real position. Just something to mollify him. Here he comes.
The handsome Monkey King, Sun Wukong.
Greetings, Heavenly Court. These last few days I was thinking of taking a little trip up to heaven when your messenger showed up to invite me.
Greetings, Sun Wukong. We've heard so much of your exploits.
Yes, and I hear I'm supposed for my official appointment. I thought of what name I'd like, and I think I'd like Great Sage equal to heaven. Oh? What do you think?
Noble Sun Wukong, I have an even loftier title and position for you. One that seems to be just as aptly suited to you. That is, if you're up to handling the duties. They are very important.
I can do anything.
Then I hereby bestow upon you the utmost glorious title of Bimawin.
Bimawin, that sounds wonderful. What are my duties?
They are very important. You see those buildings over there? Yes, well those are my royal stables. Now take these divine instruments and go there and stay there and be the companion to the divine horses.
I am eternally grateful.
Days which in heaven are like years on earth passed by, and Sun Wukong tended the horses with great care. One day, he stuck into the peach orchard to feast on some immortal peaches.
Hello, young maidens.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing?
We're here to pick peaches for the Grand Festival of Immortal Peaches.
Oh yeah, who is invited to that festival?
Let's see. The Bodhisattvas, the Holy Monks, and the Buddha!
The Arhats of the Western Heaven.
Guanyin from the South Pole.
The Holy Monk from the Great Mercy of the East.
The Immortals of 10 continents and 3 islands.
The Dark Spirit of the North Pole.
and from the lower 8 caves, the terrestrial immortals.
The gods and devas, both grand and small, will be attending this happy festival of teachers!
Am I invited?
We haven't seen your name mentioned.
Really?
Well, what is your title?
Bimawin. Why? What sort of rank is the Bimawin of mine?
The rank and title are the same.
But what sort of ministerial grade is it?
It doesn't have one.
It must be the very highest.
Not at all. It can only be called the unclassified.
Excuse me?
Well, after all, you're just a stable boy.
Stable boy?
Yes, Bimawin, stable boy. We thought you knew.
I'm a stable boy? I'm the king of Flowerproof Mountain. I am the great sage equal to heaven. Come here, you bogus immortals. Change! Who are you that dares disturb my battle?
Audacious monkey, I am Tathagata Buddha of the ultimate bliss. I have been hearing of all your audacious acts against heaven, your wildness, and your violence.
Master, when you hear the wrongs against me, the injustices...
Injustices? A fellow like you is nothing but a little spirit. How can you speak of injustices?
Well, I know 73 transformations, a life that does not grow old. I can cloud somersault, and one leap will take me 108,000 miles.
Let me make a wager with you. If you have the ability to somersault clear of my right hand, you will be the winner and declared the new king of heaven. But if you cannot do this, I will punish you and send you down to the region below to live as a monster a few more years.
And you're certain your decision will stand?
I am certain.
All right then. What a fool. I'm off.
Monkey gave a great leap far into the air, and when he landed, there was nothing to be seen but 2 red columns, and nothing beyond them. Monkey felt he must have surely reached the very end of the world.
All right. Just in case we need to negotiate with Tathagata Buddha.
And that disrespectful monkey signed his name on one of the columns, and then urinated on the other.
All right, I'm back. I'm going back to claim my new title as King of Heaven. I'm back, Buddha, and now the throne is mine.
But monkey, look. You have written on one of my fingers and urinated on the other. Send him down to earth. I'll put a mountain on him. Stay there, monkey, and think it over.
Don't worry, Sun Wukong. Be patient. Leave your Taoist tricks behind and study the way of the Buddha. Until then, farewell. That brash, painful monkey, symbol of the mind, may be brought to submission by Buddha alone. He drinks melted copper to endure the seasons and feeds on iron pellets to pass the time. If you want to know just how long Monkey spent under the mountain, you must listen to the words of the song.
Years pass by like a flowing stream. The work of a lifetime is only the glow of peaches. But today's temples are touched by flakes of snow. As each dawn, the stars are swept away. So even they, the stars, will one day be dust. But good works in secret always lengthen life. Virtue needs no pity. Heaven minds its own.
Bodhisattva Guanyin, I've been watching the four great continents for 500 years now, and the morality in 3 of them is acceptable, but in the East it is not. The people there delight in evildoing and practice lechery. Now I have here 3 scriptures that could redeem them. I need you to go to the East and find a mortal, a virtuous believer, to come to the Western Heaven and to retrieve these scriptures and take them back to this land of the East, so that the people there might be enlightened. But I warn you, on his pilgrimage, this mortal will experience 81 ordeals as he passes through 1,000 mountains and 10,000 waters.
Although your disciple isn't talented, she is willing to go to the east to find a scripture pilgrim.
Take your companion, Moxa, with you. She has with her a scarlet cassock and an alms bowl for the pilgrim. If he manages to reach the Western Heaven, he must wear the scarlet cassock so that I might know him.
Tathagata Buddha, the road to heaven is nearly impossible for an unenlightened mortal by himself. Perhaps he may have some disciples accompany him along his way?
Whom do you have in mind?
Well, just a few friends who used to live in heaven but got banished for one reason or another. This could be their way of earning redemption.
Bodhisattva Guanyin, your compassion is as wide as heaven and earth. I leave the matter to you.
Lady Bodhisattva, we are flying rather rapidly and rather high as well.
I know the way from heaven.
Of course, Lady Bodhisattva, but I wonder, from this height, will we be able to find a scripture pilgrim?
I already have someone in mind. I have heard that the 11th incarnation of Gotsukata, a very holy being, is living in the court of the mortal ruler, the Tang Empress.
But how will you be certain he is the one?
Oh, we'll test him first.
How?
We'll disguise ourselves. But first, we must make a detour along the way. I have some good news for a monkey under a mountain. There are no more petitions. We will adjourn for today.
Your humble officer begs pardon from the Lord Emperor Tong.
What is it?
There are 2 travelers outside, meditative monks, my lord, who claim to have come from the Western Territories. They say they are interested in questioning the most knowledgeable among our priests in order to compare their knowledge of scripture with ours.
My own holy monk, you are the most learned among us. Would you submit to such an exchange of Buddhist teaching?
Your humble servant would be delighted.
Then show them in. Now, stand by my side so that all may hear your responses to these travelers. Surely, your knowledge of the scripture will astound them.
So, priest, you say you know the Buddhist scriptures?
Yes, I do.
May we compare our knowledge?
Of course.
What is the parable of the arrow?
A man is wounded by an arrow. When he's shot, he wants to know who shot him, the name of the archer, what rank he is, what the arrow is made of. As he's discussing these things, he dies. The Buddha teaches that one must pull the arrow out.
What is the arrow?
The universe.
Who is your greatest enemy?
Hatred.
What is the greatest crime?
Also hatred.
The greatest sorrow?
Possessions.
How does one find true happiness?
Act with the pure heart, and happiness will follow you like a shadow, unshakable.
And how does one find suffering?
By pursuing happiness.
Well done, Gold Cicada.
Wait,
What? What
That-
is she saying? How do I find the truth?
you must cease to have opinions, but my name, how do
Who's
you...
Gold Cicada?
And Buddha says, if you see him on the road, you must.
You must kill him, but my childhood name, how do you know this?
I see.
Well, Empress, this disciple of yours is answering only to the teachings of the little vehicle, which, while full of wisdom, cannot lead the lost to heaven. I have in my possession the Tripitaka, which is able to save the damned and fashion the indestructible body.
You have this with you? Can we recite this now?
Why, certainly.
So you thought that you would know me? You saw nothing but that old shell, not the true spirit of Guan Yin. Although you recite very well, you are still giving in to those old robbers of yours, your eyes and your ears.
Forgive me, Lady Bodhisattva.
I have a message from the Tathagata Buddha. We greet the great ruler of Tang, mighty Empress of the East. Our western heaven lies 108,000 miles away. There lie the sublime scriptures called the Tripitaka. Send your most devout to seek these books, over innumerable mountains and rivers. If he succeeds, he shall become a Buddha of gold. The decree of the Bodhisattva is clear. Young monk, are you willing to go to the western heaven and retrieve these scriptures from Buddha?
Though your probe monk has no talents, he's willing to go on behalf of your majesty.
If this is the case, then you are willing to become bond brothers with us, our own holy monk and royal brother. Let the proper documents be drawn up. Young monk, what is your binary?
Your poor monk is someone who has not left a family and dares not assume a binary.
The Bodhisattva said earlier that the scriptures were called the Tripitaka. Let that be your binary. You must consult the court astrologer for the auspicious day and hour on which to begin your journey. All was done as ordered, and the most auspicious day was the very next one. Dear brother, I've heard that the way to the west is filled with tigers, leopards, and all other kinds of monsters. I fear that there may be a departure for you, but no return. Are you still resolved to make this journey?
It is true that your monk has no knowledge of what evil awaits him, but I am still willing to go.
And here is your travel rescript, stating that you are a scripture pilgrim seeking scriptures in the West. You must have it certified in every land through which you pass. And now, a toast.
Your Majesty, your monk has practiced abstinence since birth.
Today's journey is not an ordinary event. Please accept this 1 cup of vegetarian wine and our good blessings. Dear brother, how long will it take for you to return from the Western Heaven? After I leave?
After I leave, 3 years.
16 years.
6 or 7 at the most.
One day you will see the branches of the pine trees
all
in our gates, all pointing
eastward.
Then you will know that I am about to return.
If not, I shall not be coming back.
Drink this, royal brother, and remember, treasure a handful of dirt from your home more than 10,000 pieces of foreign gold.
This journey is already so difficult. I've lost my way and I don't know where I am. This journey you have begun, how can you know the end? You will be assisted by divine disciples who do not blame the scriptures for the hardships you will come.
Master, is that you?
Um,
Come get me out of this mountain and I'll guide you on your way to the Western Heaven.
Who's there?
Are you someone sent by the Tang Emperor to go seek scriptures in the land of the East?
I am.
Well, I'm destined to be your disciple and guide you on your way.
Although you have these good intentions, how can I free you? I have no axe or drill.
Well, at the top of this mountain, there's a tag stamped with the golden letters of our Buddha. Go up there and lift the tag.
Great Buddha, if this monkey is so ordained to become my disciple and assist me throughout this journey, let me lift this seal. If he is only a monster trying to deceive me, let me not lift the seal.
Stand back, cover your ears. I don't want to frighten you. Master, I am destined to be your disciple and guide you on your way.
So you're a monk?
Yes. My surname is Sun.
I shall call you Pilgrim Son, so it will be more convenient to address you. Let's be on our way.
We were telling you about Old Monkey and Tripitaka-Tong, who were making their way across the first series of mountains in the westward journey. If you want to understand the true nature of this journey, you must listen to the names of those they meet in this next song.
Stop, you monk! Drop your luggage, empty your purse, and take off your clothes!
Don't be alarmed, Master. Just some people coming to give us little clothes and travel allowance.
Pilgrim, you must be hard of hearing. They told us to leave our luggages and take off our clothes. And you want to ask for travel allowance?
Just let Old Monkey take it. Sirs, why are you blocking the path of this poor monk?
We are the kings of the highway! Though you seem to be ignorant of that, leave your belongings at once, and we'll let you live. But if you utter half a no, you'll be chopped to pieces!
I have been a king myself for many centuries, but I've yet to learn your illustrious names.
So, you don't really know who we are, huh? I am Mr. Eye that sees in the lights!
I am Mr. Ear.
I am Mr. Nose.
I am Mr. Tongue that tastes and desires.
I am Mr. Mind that perceives and covets.
I am Mr. Body that bears and suffers.
Oh, you are nothing but 6 hairy brigands who have failed to recognize in me a person, your proper master, who has left the family. Now bring it the loot you've stolen so we can divide it into 7 portions.
Ha! You idiotic ape! You think we'd share loot with you?
Oh, he really does have a hard head.
Possibly so, but now your hands must be getting tired from all this exercise. Let Old Monkey try his hand. Change! Now don't run off. Let Old Monkey try his hand.
And now!
You may proceed, Master. These robbers have been exterminated.
Disciple, what have you done? It's true that they were fearsome robbers, but they would not have been killed if been caught and tried. We here at Butterfly Family should keep ants out of harm's way and sweep the floor for the love of moths.
Master, if I hadn't killed them, they would have killed you.
If I had died, there would have been one of me dead. But you have slaughtered 6 persons. How can you justify that?
Well, to tell you the truth, Master, when I was king on Flowerford Mountain, I killed I don't know how many people.
It's simply because you are too used to your old ways. If you continue to do this, you are not worthy to come with me to my journey.
Well, if that's what you think, that I can't go with you to Western Heaven, you shouldn't bother me anyways. Old Monkey's off.
Oh, that monkey, he's so unwilling to be taught. Maybe I'm supposed to be on this journey all by myself.
Elder, where do you come from?
Oh, your monkey has been sent by the king of the east to the Western Heaven.
But that's 108,000 miles away. How do you plan on getting there?
Well, I did have a disciple, a rather unruly character. I scolded him a little and he flew off to the east.
I see. Well, I have with me this gold fillet, which used to belong to my son. He was only a monk for 3 days when unfortunately he died. Father, since you have a disciple, let me give this fillet to you.
I appreciate your lavish gifts, but my disciple has run off.
My home is in the east. Perhaps I can catch up with him along the way and convince him to come back. But till then, I have this spell.
It is called the True Words of Controlling the Mind spell, or the Tight Philip spell. Memorize it secretly. When your disciple returns, if he disobeys, recite the spell. You idiot, Adelbert Redbottom! Why aren't you with the Tong monk?
Relax, I just stopped in.
I saved you from the mountain punishment, and you're not even trying to gain your merit?
How am I being saved? Having to walk every
Stop
step.
talking, you harebrained ingrate.
Master, why are you on the road? What are you doing?
Your absence has forced me to sit here, enduring hunger. With you and your vast abilities, you can go out and eat whenever you want to. With me, I have to sit here and suffer.
Master, if you're hungry, I'll go get you food.
Don't bother. On second thought, grab me some water from the bowl, please.
Master, what's this?
Oh, nothing.
Master, I am your disciple. If this fillet has magical powers, I ought to know.
Okay, whoever wears that fillet may gain all knowledge of Scripture.
Can I put it on?
You can try. It may not fit, but...
It fits perfectly. I can't get it off. Master! I learned my lesson. Please stop!
Now will you never be unruly again?
Never.
Let's be on our way.
Traveling by day and sleeping by night, clothed by the moon and drinking the wind, our two pilgrims made tracks on the grassy trail. The summer fades and light is waning. Autumn has come again, and still they are on their way.
Master, you may proceed. The village up ahead looks to be one of the good families where we can seek shelter.
Very well.
Hey, what village is this?
Isn't there anyone else in the village? Why don't you pick on me with your question?
Patron, don't get upset. Helping others is helping yourself.
My grievances are not an end. I'm not running to this bald-headed fellow and suffer indignities from him.
Pilgrim, let the man go.
Master, if I let him go, I'll never know his grievances. This may be a chance for us to earn merit.
All right then. My name is Mr. Gao, and I have a daughter who is not yet betrothed. 3 years ago, a monster seized her and kept her as his wife.
A monster? Where?
Having a monster son-in-law is terrible. First, it has ruined the family reputation. Second, there are not even any in-laws with whom we can be friends. I tried to have the marriage annulled, but the monster absolutely refused. I tried to exorcise the monster, but I've turned up 3 or 4 persons, all worthless monks and impotent Taoists.
Your search is at an end.
Don't mislead me. I've had it up to here. I already have one ugly monster in the house, and I don't need another.
What's all this muttering about appearances? I, old monkey, may be ugly, but I can catch that monster for you. Now sit down and tell me all about that monster. What power he has, and where he came from.
Well, when he first came, he said he was from the Fooling Mountain, and his surname was Drew.
Hog?
That's right. He's a fairly decent-looking fellow. When I first met him, he was industrious and well-behaved. He could plow whole fields without using a buffalo. Then his appearance began to change.
In what way?
Well, when I first met him, he was a stout, swarthy fellow. But he began to grow huge ears and a long snout. His body became coarse and hulking. In short, he turned into a pig. And what an appetite! A meal means 5 bushels of rice, and a snack in the morning with over 100 biscuits. If he wasn't vegetarian, my estate would be destroyed in half a year.
Or perhaps it's because he's such a great worker, he has such an appetite.
Well, appetite is a small problem. What is most disturbing, he likes to ride on the wind and disappear into the fog. He kicks up so much stones and dirt we hardly get a moment's peace. And then he locked up my little girl, Green Orchid, in the back building. It was seen for half a year. I don't know if she's alive or dead.
Well, take me to this back building.
Followers? Do you need followers?
Not at all.
What sort of weapon do you need?
I have one.
Are you sure you don't need my help?
Now you see there's a lock on this door?
Yes, my son-in-law must have put a spell on it. It's unbreakable.
Call your daughter.
Green Orchid, are you in there?
Stop all this crying. No, Green Orchid, where's the monster?
I don't know. He leaves early in the morning and only comes home late at night. He demands his 5 buckets of rice and then he goes to bed.
Bruder, we need to switch bodies. How about it?
I'll do anything and if we get rid of him, call him a husband.
Take her away, Mr. Gas. Spend all the time you want with her.
Quick, lock yourself in. He's coming.
Green Orchid, I'm home. Is my dinner ready? You seem a little annoyed with me this evening. Is it because I'm late?
I'm so unlucky.
Unlucky? It is true that I have consumed a great amount of food and drink upon entering your family, but I certainly have not taken them as free meals. Look at the things I've done for your family. Draining the ditches, sweeping the grounds, hauling bricks and carrying tiles, raking the earth, and plowing the fields. You enjoy the flowers and fruits of all 4 seasons, and have fresh vegetables for the table in all 8 periods. Whatever makes you so dissatisfied, that you must silently meant that you are unlucky.
Today, my parents came and scolded me. They said that a person as ugly as you is unpresentable. You've utterly ruined my family's reputation. That's why I'm unhappy.
They shouldn't judge by appearances.
Now they're trying to find an exorcist to get rid of you.
Oh? And who might that be?
The great sage equal to heaven? The Monkey King. He's a handsome, fabulous warrior with tremendous powers. Some 500 years ago, he even caused trouble in the Celestial Palace.
Great sage. Oh, I know who you mean. That little BMLN.
What did you say?
The stable boy. He has nothing to...
Where did you hear that about me? Talk!
Great sage, forgive me.
Who are you? How do you know about heavenly matters?
I too lived in heaven once. I was the marshal of the river of heaven and commanded all the naval forces.
Yeah, you expect me to believe that you overslept Greaseball?
It's true, but one year during the festival of Mortal Peaches, I had a bit too much to drink and I behaved improperly towards Miss Chalmers.
The moon's mistress?
Yes, she became so very annoyed with me that she filed a complaint with the Jade Empress and she sent me down here to live out another life. But somehow, things got mixed up and I ended up in an erroneous room. And now you're here to make this life miserable as well.
What is going on? Is that the monster?
Master, meet the overweight incarnation of the Heavenly Marshal. He took a wrong path at rebirth, but I believe his spiritual nature is not yet extinguished.
Well, scare him off. Scare him off and let's continue our journey.
Journey? Westward journey? Are you the scripture pilgrim sent by the Tang Emperor?
Yes, I am.
Master, I'm a convert of the Bodhisattva Guanyin, who has commanded me to keep a strict vegetarian diet and wait for the scripture pilgrim. She said that if I follow you and aid you on your journey, that I may atone for my sins and live once again in the Western heaven. If you were a disciple, why did you not tell me at once instead of unleashing violence upon me at my door?
Well, if you're sincere, then face heaven and swear.
Amitabha, Namo Buddha, if I'm not telling the truth, in all sincerity, let me be chopped up into bits, half of me steamed for dumplings, and the other half fried with salt.
Good oath. But Master, we cannot possibly let this idiot burden us on our way.
Nonsense, pilgrim. If he wishes to accompany us, then let him be. What shall I call you?
The Bodhisattva gave me the religious name Juno.
Then I shall call you Bajie. That is forbidden food. Let's be on our way.
I shall obey my master.
And so early the next morning, after Jubajia had said goodbye to his wife and father-in-law, he picked up his full luggage and the 3 pilgrims set out once again.
Why bring along that old rake? We won't be plowing any fields soon. Don't you have enough to carry?
For your information, this rake is not a thing of this world. It is a gift from the Jade Emperor, and it is a divine weapon at that.
Perfect. Your weapon is a muffler.
Disciples, enough of this bickering. This journey is a serious matter.
The 3 pilgrims set out upon the road. Autumn was fading like a fire at twilight. The sun dropped as fast as the tired child's eyes. Mind and body must both be tamed if you want to reach the western heaven.
Disciples, look at this vast expanse of water. There's no boat. There's no boat to carry us across.
It is very turbulent, far too rough for any boat.
What are we gonna do?
Elder brother. It's also easy for you. Why don't you fly across and carry Master on your back?
Can't you cloud somersault? Why don't you carry him across?
You know that the mortal nature and worldly bones of Master are as heavy as the Thai mountain.
And if your cloud rising can't carry him across, what makes you think mine can? The proverb says, lift the Thai mountain, and it's as light as a mustard seed. He'll carry a mortal across and never leave the red dust behind. It's required of Master to go through all these strange territories and ordeals before he finds deliverance from the sea of sorrows. Until then, he'll be lighter than air.
Elder brother, I accept your explanation amiably.
Oh, Master, don't cry! The second you start to cry, you already feel defeated. Listen, you know the origin of both Bajai and I, but we do not know yours. Why don't you tell us? It'll take your mind off current troubles.
Well, to speak the truth, I don't know much of who I am or where I came from. I grew up in the monastery, with only the monks to teach me from right to wrong, and no parents or grandparents. One day when I was 18, the head priest decided to show me an old letter, written in blood.
In blood?
Yes, my mother's blood. One day, my father was writing an exam. He did so well, he was given an appointment far out in the west. He was so happy, he decided to bring his mother over. The two set off. That is, when they came across a beautiful girl, my mother, who saw him from a window and threw a ball to him and say to him, "You are the one I wish to marry." My grandmother was so overjoyed, both because her father had passed his examinations and brought home a beautiful wife. But my grandmother fell sick on the way, and so they decided to stop her by an inn and said they would be back soon to fetch her. My parents came across a river. The boatman was predestined to be my father's mortal enemy. My mother was too beautiful, and he wanted her for his own. He killed my father and dragged my mother off. My mother wrote in her own blood that she wanted to die. That is, until Guanyin came to her and said,
You are already with child by your husband, and your son is the 11th incarnation of Bodhisattva, a very holy being.
My mother endured her life until my birth. She set me in a basket full of reeds and set me down a flowing river. She then said that she was finally ready to die, to join my father, and that she intended to throw herself off the cliff.
And do you believe she did?
Yes, I believe she did.
Well, Master, you and I have two things in common. The Bodhisattva Guanyin has known us both for a very long time, and neither of us have any parents.
But why is it so cold? At home we would never feel such cold or see such snow at this time of year.
Master, you always speak of your home, and you believe it is behind you in the east. But once you reach the western heaven, that will be when you're truly home. Okay, Master, sit down. You watch the snow until your own eyes drop. I'll go along the shore and investigate. There may be a vessel for us there.
Our scripture pilgrim did as he was told, and fell asleep alongside Bajra. But do not think they were alone. That river was deep as well as wide, and contained someone who late at night crept up to the temple to have a look. That monster saw the appetizing holy monk and had a thought.
Master, wake up! Wake up, idiot! I have great news!
Have you found a boat to carry us across?
No need for a vessel. The great cold is frozen the river solid. All the villagers are going across the silver from the other side.
Am I so different from these people? My quest for scripture and yours for redemption are far more important than the worldly trade. Let's make use of the ice and head to the west at once.
Wouldn't it be better to wait and see if the weather warms up? I'm hungry and it's comfortable
If you
here.
want to go home, then go home, you family-hugging devil.
I said that I wanted to go home, only that I might be safer for Master to wait. All this hurry may cause us to make mistakes.
If we wait, we could be delayed, perhaps even half a year. Let's make way now.
And thus with impatience as wide as the river, the three gathered up their luggage and set out. They made their way slowly over miles of tedious ice. There were snow piles rising up like hills. The sunlight broke up the clouds of dawn. Pond fishes cuddled in the dense weeds. hole in the water switch. It seemed to road on land, only bright, clean, and smooth.
Now you see, Baji, if we had listened to you, we would still be sitting in the temple instead of halfway across the ocean. I think this goes to say, once gets used to it once we do it, and we should always hurry along as best as possible, and... what was that?
The river is frozen through so solidly. The ice must be scraping the riverbed.
Oh, okay. As I was saying, we should...
Human flesh, there's nothing like it. I spotted him sleeping in the temple last night, and I knew I could get him. Now that I have him beneath my river, how shall I eat him? Steamed or fried? Ah!
You do not know what happened to Tripitaka down under the ice. But if you want to find out, you must come back for the second act. The hole in the ice through which their master has disappeared.
Master has changed his family name to Sink and his given name to the bottom.
You were in charge of naval forces, idiot. Go down there and engage that monster. I'll speak to Bodhisattva and Onion about this.
All right then. This rake of mine is no garden tool from the shed. Prepare to have 9 new gaping holes.
Bodhisattva, someone call me crazy. My sincere homage.
Wait outside.
Bodhisattva, my master's facing a terrible ordeal.
Go out of the grove, monkey, and wait until I come out. Patience, monkey, patience.
What's wrong with the Bodhisattva? Why isn't she sitting in a lotus platform?
We don't know. When she left the cave this morning, she went straight for the grove before she was even properly dressed. Then she told us to wait for you.
For me?
Why aren't you with the tongue, monk?
We were crossing the river because it froze, and then a monster. It's why I've come.
Did you introduce yourself?
To what? Did I what?
Are you still too smug and self-important to disclose the fact that you're guiding the tongue monk on his westward journey?
I'm not good at doing business underwater.
Come with me.
But Bodhisattva, I don't dare press you. Let the Bodhisattva dress.
No need to dress, let's go.
What havoc has monkey stirred up in the southeast to bring us the Lady Bodhisattva hero? Lady Bodhisattva, forgive us.
Never mind. Wu Jing, Wu Jing.
My Lady Bodhisattva, what are you doing here with the stable boy?
Wu Jing, didn't I tell you to wait for a scripture pilgrim sent by the Tang Empress?
Yes?
And didn't I tell you to guide him on his westward journey to earn redemption?
Yes.
Well, now you've gotten him, and you're threatening to steam or fry him. Do you want to remain a monster forever?
Forgive me, my Lady Bodhisattva. He did not identify himself.
Bring him up immediately. He's your new master. This poor monster was once the curtain-raising captain of the Heavenly Court. One day at the Festival of Immortal Peaches, he broke the jade vase belonging to the Jade Empress. I see he is still great at breaking things up.
Lady Bodhisattva!
Tripitaka Tong, how could you confuse yourself with those who rush over the ice in the sake of worldly fortune? Rushing about is not the way to the western heaven. If you hurry, you will never arrive. And for you, Sun Wukong, Bajia, and Wu Jing, shame on you. When will you learn that you must work as one to reach the western heaven and be redeemed? Monkey, I hope not to hear from you soon.
Master, your disciple has eyes but no pupils. I have greatly offended you and beg you to pardon me.
Are you truly willing to devote yourself to this journey?
I was converted by the Bodhisattva many years ago. How could I be unwilling to come with you now?
Very well. What shall I call you?
Taking my surname from the river, the Bodhisattva gave me the religious surname Sha Wujing.
Then I shall call you Shamak. Let's be on our way.
As they walked along, they came upon a small river of cool, limpid current.
There must be someone running the ferry boats over there.
I don't see a boat in sight, so I don't dare open my mouth.
Oi, ferryman! Over here, ferryman! Put your boat over here!
There's no one guiding the boat.
If you want to cross the river, come with me.
You're the one ferrying the boat?
Yes?
Why is the ferry woman ferrying the boat? Why is the ferryman not punching the boat?
Never mind, let's get in.
The ferry woman pushed off from the shore, and they traveled peacefully enough to cross the river. On the other bank, they could see a small, orderly city with flowers in every window. They disembarked and made their way.
Majid, I'm thirsty. Fetch me some water from the alms bowl.
I was just about to get some myself.
Master drank less than half the water, and when Idiot took the bull bath, he drank the rest in one gulp. They found their way to the west, but had hardly gone half an hour when the Scripture Pilgrim began to grow.
Oh, stomach ache! I have stomach ache too!
It must be the cold water you drank.
Oh, look, Master, there's an inn up in the village up ahead.
We can get some warm water for you and see whether there's an apothecary around.
Lady, my master's from the land of the east, and he mistakenly drank from the river.
You drank from the river?
Yes!
East of here?
Yes!
Come here, all of you. I'll tell you something.
Lady, boil some water for my master.
Come here, all of you. And look!
What are you doing? Quick, boil some water for him.
Oh, Father! Boiling water is useless. Listen, this is a nation of the Western Liang. There are only women in our country. Until now, not a single man has ever been here. That water your master drank is not the best, for the river is called the Child and Mother River. Only after reaching her 20th year would one of us go and taste the river's water, for soon after she took a sip, she would feel the pain of conception. Your master's become pregnant and will give birth to a child.
We are men! We give birth to babies! Where can we find a birth canal? How will it come out?
Well, according to the ancients, when a melon is ripe, it'll fall by itself. There may be a gaping hole in your armpit, and that's where the baby will crawl out.
Finished! Finished! I'm dead! I'm dead!
Stop writhing or hurt the baby.
Lady, is there a physician here? I'll get a prescription.
Even drugs are useless. There is only one remedy. You seldom here is a male undoing mountain. In it there is a cave, and inside the cave is a conception-free well. A little water from the well should dissolve the problem straight away.
Well, let's go.
But I must warn you that the guardian of the temple is an old Taoist who can be difficult.
Well, me and Shaw can handle any old Taoist. Come on, brother, let's mount the clouds.
Hurry! Hurry!
So, what do you think you could have meant by difficult?
I don't know, but whatever it is, old monkey can handle it. There it is, the male undoing mountain. Listen, brother, you should wait outside and listen. I'll go and find out what kind of Taoist guardian he is.
Where do you come from? For what purpose have you come to this holy shrine?
My master was from the land of the east. He mistakenly drank from the Child Mother River, and now he's suffering from unbearable pain.
And you are accompanying the Tang monk?
Yes?
And you are a Buddhist monk yourself?
Yes.
Do you feel you are accomplished in all the arts of magic?
I have extensive Taoist training.
Then let me challenge you to a contest.
Agreed. And in what realm of training do you wish to challenge me?
The art of sitting still.
Sitting still?
Yes, what's the matter, monkey? Can't you do it?
Of course I can, but for whatever reason, if you move, you're the loser. Agreed?
Agreed.
Let's go.
That old Taoist was so disgusted with himself that he threw himself into a well and dissolved.
So I mean, a boy or a girl? Stop this joking!
I'm not joking!
Oh, they're back! They're back! You have the water!
Shaw has it. Drink it quick.
Remember that we are born with no ideas, and that everything after that is just false conception. Worldly conception was dissolved, and the pilgrims drank their pure well water. Their stomachs flattened out. The pilgrims had their travel rescripts certified by the women of the Liang territory, who were very sorry to see them go. But leaving these women behind, we tell you now of the master and his 3 disciples and their journey to the west. The seasons were put to change. It was neither hot nor too cold, and it was a pleasant time to travel.
How should we continue this road?
Why shouldn't we?
Can't you see it's all covered with overgrown vines and prickly brambles? Only insects crawling on the ground could get through.
This is the way.
Stand back, master, and let me show you what I can do with my rake. Don't speak of crawling on the ground. You could ride through in a carriage when I'm through.
I wonder how long the ridge is.
Oh, Master, it's enormous. I can't see the end of it. It must be 1,000 miles.
Let's follow the example of those who burn off the land and set fire to the brambles.
Stop babbling. No, it's not the season to burn the land. It is growing luxuriantly.
Even if we could, the flame would burn out, Master.
What are we gonna do?
You'll have to follow me.
That whole day they did not rest, but raked their way as best they could. Well, what person hasn't met some brambles in their life?
Oh, disciple, we've tired you out. Let's rest for the night and continue tomorrow.
Don't stop now. Well, the sky is still fair and we're inspired. Let's clear a path through the night and get on with it.
I really think we should rest. Oh, disciple, I have such a pain in my head.
Master, we shouldn't stay here long. This place returns with more evil than good.
There's nothing dangerous here, let alone a weird beast or a fiendish bird.
Pilgrim, please don't be afraid. We've brought you here on the gale of wind to meet some friends and talk poetry.
Squire 8 and 10 has succeeded in bringing the sage monk here.
What merit or virtue does this kind disciple possess to possess such kind attention from these aged immortals?
We have heard that the sage monk is possessed of the way. We beg you to sit and chat with us, as we long to know the true teachings.
And what are the names of the honorable ones?
This is Squire Lonesome Rectitude. This is Master Void Surmounted. And this is Cloud Brushing Dean. This old moron bears the name 8 and 10.
What age have you attained?
1,000.
1,000.
We beg you to tell us your thoughts on the rudiments of the laws of Zen.
Zen is quiescence, and the law is salvation. But salvation shall not be accomplished without purgation. That is the cleanliness of the body and the mind. Without that, you will not reach it.
Wonderful.
Marvelous. Fascinating.
More thought, more thought.
Well,
So it went on, hour after hour, the master expounding on the laws of the little vehicle and those aged immortals hanging onto every word.
Master! Master! Master!
Master, at last!
Stand back, master! I'll smash these guiltless geezers into matchsticks!
We'll save you, Master.
disciples, put your weapons down. These are no monsters or villains. They're kind and honored friends. I've spent the most honored evening in their company.
An evening?
Yes, we discussed the Tao and composed verses until the sun came up.
Master, it's been a year.
But that's impossible.
It's true, master.
Summer came, and fall, and winter, and finally spring again. We searched the forests and the hills, but we still couldn't find you.
Master, these friends of yours may look like reverend elders to you, but as one who studied the art of transformation for many years, I would know 5 demon tree spirits anywhere.
Is this true?
Sage monk, please don't think badly of us. We are in fact the Sylvan Immortals of Bramble Ridge. I am the Pine Tree Spirit.
I am the cypress.
I am the Juniper.
I am the bamboo.
For 1,000 years we have stood on the edge of this cliff waiting for an interesting visitor to come by.
But you lied to me.
But didn't you enjoy yourself?
Such delightful conversation. Such pleasant verses and thoughts.
Master, you can cause the brambles of too much thinking and tangled by the talking. You'll never reach the western heaven that way.
But I was thinking and talking about the law of Buddha.
Too much thinking! Too much thinking!
So get out of here. Go on back to your cliff before I chop you up into kindling for my evening meal.
We're going. Forgive us, holy sage. And with that, the path to the west was clear and untangled again. Those old trees crept back into the forest. They may stand forever discoursing with the empty wind.
Disciples, since leaving the city Chang'an, spring has come and gone at least 4 or 5 times, followed by winter. Why haven't we reached our destination?
It's much too early. We haven't even passed the door of the house yet.
Stop lying, elder brother. There's no such big mansion in this world.
We're just wandering around in one of the halls inside.
Elder brother, where did you find a house so big? You wouldn't find the crossbeams ever long enough.
Brothers, from the point of view of Old Monkey, the sun and the moon are the windows, the sky is our roof, the pillars are the mountains, and the hands of Buddha are the walls. The whole of heaven and earth is just one large room.
Well, then why don't you move around in the room some more, and we'll go home and find something to eat.
Disciples, this journey is a serious matter. Let's be on our way.
Master and disciples journeyed for a long time, and because Tripitaka Tong was so full of fear and anxiety, they continued to meet monsters along the way. They encountered the yellow-robed thief who tried to steal the holy cask of monsters. They encountered the cave bear spirit and the white monkey. Monkey once tried to draw a circle around the master to keep him safe, but the master was tempted outside. We encountered beautiful girls who turned out to be nothing more than spiders and spent a lot of time catching them and other monsters. He hung in the air while everyone was looking for him and was kept in a box below the earth. One time, the pilgrims were quarreling so strenuously that the monkeys split into 2 monkeys, and no one could tell them They once met a ghost king who had been drowned in a well, and Monkey persuaded Pig the corpse was really a treasure. They once came upon a mountain that was all on fire, but Monkey found a fan large enough to put it out. Shawmunk fought bravely. Pig ate heartily. And Monkey rescued the master over and over. The years slipped by like a flowing stream, and as they did, it seemed the demons became less and less formidable. And then one night, they stopped at an inn. In exchange for performing a few simple tasks, they were allowed to stay the night. Late in the evening, when Tripitaka stepped outside to relieve himself, he saw the moon.
Disciples, come and look.
Moved by that bright, pure light illuminating the great earth, he composed a poem.
Her bright soul hangs above like a jeweled glass. Her radiance pervades like a quiet night. She lays her soft hand on rich and poor alike. When will she join me to return to me to my home?
The moon is a map. She guides us on our way.
The moon is a hope of redemption one day.
The moon is the color of rice or milk. Round as a beautiful large white cake. I'd eat it whole in the blink of an eye. If I could just pull it down with my 9-pound rake.
Disciples, you must be tired from all this journey. Go on to sleep while I'll meditate on the scroll of scripture.
My son.
Stand back, master.
Disciples, don't strike.
My son. My son.
Master, this may be some demon.
I said don't strike.
My son. It's your voice. How can your face be so smooth? It's been 30 years since I fell sick at the inn, but you never came. I waited for you each and every single day. I stared my eyes out to the horizon until I went blind, but still, you never came. How have you been, my son? I dreamt that you were sleeping in a river and your wife was flying in the air.
Grandmother?
I understand. I understand. How like my son you are. Well, where are they? My son and his beautiful wife. You know they met when she threw a ball at him. A yellow ball.
They're safe at home.
So they've forgotten me?
No, I think a demon spirit has taken your form and come home to live with us. That's why they never returned for you at the end.
So you've known me all your life in the shape of a demon?
Yes, but I loved you very much.
And are you happy?
Yes, I am.
Then, son, I am happy too. Grandson, I am very ill at the moment, but I believe that if you kiss my eyes, I may see you once more.
No, not yet.
Master, you must know. When leaves are strong and green, no wind on earth can shake them from the tree, for it is not their time. When leaves are old and green, they fall like rain. That is how it ever is with every immortal.
Master, just know this means you're coming very close to your origin.
Disciples, the landscape seems to be changing every day. But the other day, those Medicaid monks told us we're 2,000 miles to the kingdom of India.
Master, you always talk distance in miles. Could it be that you've forgotten everything your masters taught you in the monastery?
What are you saying? Is there a single day I don't recite the Buddha Sutras I know?
But when it comes to their true interpretation, you don't know a thing.
Aped! How dare you say I don't know how to interpret scripture? Do you?
Leprasius! Like me, he began his Buddhist career as a monster spirit. He was never even an acolyte, let alone a seminarian. Elder brother, why are you silent? Let us hear this lecture. Please, give us your interpretation.
Second elder brother, can you believe him? He doesn't know a thing about explaining a sutra. He's just trying to goad Master on his journey.
Shaman Bajie! Stop this babbling! Pilgrim Son's interpretation is made in silence. That is true interpretation.
And in that moment of insight, our disciples, without noticing and without taking a step, slipped over the border into the realm of the West.
Could this be the kingdom of Sarvasti?
This is strange, Master. I've traveled with you for years, and I've never known you to recognize the way before. Today you seem to know where you are.
It's not quite that. It's just that in studying the sutras, I've read about the Jetavana Park in the kingdom of Sarvasti. This place resembles the description. In any case, this is new territory, and we must get our travel route script certified.
I will take you to the king's court.
I'll go too.
But wait, you shouldn't. Your features are not the most attractive. What will you do when you've arrived at the court gate?
Shamank is quite right. Our idiot is too rough and coarse.
Master, why are you abandoning me? There's not that much difference in the way the three of us look.
We're going, Bajie. Stay here with Shamank.
Where's the princess?
Princess!
Is she coming?
It's time to cross
Where's
the
the
ball!
princess?
Where's the
It's time to
princess?
cross the ball.
Is she coming?
Hey, is your king in court today?
She picked an auspicious day. The king's daughter is about to turn 20 today. And she's about to choose her husband.
Oh, she's in the middle of the city. She's gonna toss the ball to choose which man she will take for her husband. The ball will land close to the man she's destined for.
All right, here goes.
Isn't it strange, Pilgrim, how the people in the city are the same as the people in the one back east? I'm thinking back to how my mother met the man she was destined to marry. It's strange to have the same costume here also. Shall we head to court?
Here, freeze!
Pilgrim, what do I do? Pilgrim, help!
What's going on?
Master's found true happiness.
How can you be laughing at a time like this?
Are you happy then?
Yes, you are the one I wish to marry.
Release me and pardon me. I am a scripture pilgrim.
What can I do?
I knew I should have gone with him. If it weren't for you, Paul would have struck me, and the princess would have had to take me in. What an arrangement! We'd play and play.
If the ball had struck you, and let her know that since overnight wouldn't be fast enough, you think they'll catch me like you inside the door?
This monk is most unreasonable. If he persists in refusing, I shall have the uniformed embroidered guards kick him out and execute him.
This was my father's destiny, and I'm not my father. Pilgrim.
Master, what can I do?
Why do you keep me waiting such a long time, Tripitaka? It's been nearly 16 years since you set out, and still you delay yourself over and over.
Forgive me, Lady Bodhisattva, but what have you done? Are they alive or dead?
Alive, but lost in a dream as always. But you, my scripture pilgrim, you must wake up. You have slept long enough.
Quick, get the rescript certified.
Look to your origin, Tripitaka Tongue.
Hurry before these people wake up. Let's go.
Finally, our four pilgrims, walking in step and thinking as one, could see in the distance the great thunderclap mountain of the western heaven, floating halfway up in the air, surrounded by a pure gold light. The surpassing scenery is saturated with flowers and grass, pine and bamboo, phoenix, cranes, and deer. Here, on the very brink of heaven, there lies a final river some 8 or 9 miles wide. Our pilgrims find themselves upon its only bridge, which ends abruptly in midair.
Pilgrim, this bridge is clearly not for human beings to cross. There must be another way.
No, this is the way.
If this is the way, then who dares to cross? I can't see the beginning or the ending of this bridge.
If you don't cross this bridge, you'll never gain merit. You'll never be a Buddha.
I don't care. It's too difficult.
Disciples, stop this frivolity. I see something coming this way.
Master's right. There's a boat coming towards us.
No one is guiding it.
Never mind. It's for us. Let's get in.
Disciples, I see something in the water.
There's something over there.
Be careful, Master. It only knows so far.
I must see what it is.
Master, be careful.
Please sit down, Master.
Let him
me
go.
to the bottom.
Let him go.
Master.
Master is walking on water.
What is it, Master?
Disciples, it's me.
Congratulations, Master. You've transcended.
Congratulations, Master.
Congratulations. It is you, Master.
Master, you should let him go.
The pilgrims, Tripitaka, Sun Wukong, Zhu Wuning, and Sha Wujing.
May I see your travel list? What happened to the disposition of the four pilgrims on their journey?
They showed great and genuine devotion and determination.
In your land of the East, there is a great deal of greed and killing, oppression and deceit. Then I have baskets of scriptures that could dispel humanity from its affliction and dispel its calamities. Since you have come such a great distance, I would give you all of them. But the people of your region would only mock the true words. Therefore, I grant you 3 rolls of scripture. Moxa, fetch the 3 rolls from my treasure loft, those that treat most particularly the quest for origin, and give them to our pilgrim as a token of our faith. I have prepared a special meal for you. This time it is you, Bashian, and you, Shamang, who are For this meal will dissolve the last of your mortal substance and return your mortal nature. Through the merit you have gained by aiding this monk, you are redeemed. The efficacy of these creatures cannot be measured. Honor them and treasure them. I have asked the Vajra guardians to carry you back to your land of the east. Farewell, Tripitapatown.
Moxa, read to me again the account of the Master's ordeals.
Being almost killed at birth is the first ordeal. Being thrown in a river hardly a month old is the second ordeal.
Skip ahead.
Confronting the robbers of the six senses is the 15th ordeal. Bringing the mind monkey to submission is the 16th ordeal.
Skip ahead.
Bringing the body of Vijaya to submission is the 20th ordeal. Hard to cross 800-mile-wide river is the 21st ordeal.
Go to the end. The end.
Being almost married to a princess is the 79th ordeal. Crossing the cloud-transcending river is the 80th ordeal.
80th ordeal? 80th? Buddha has decreed that there should be 81 ordeals. 9 times 9 is the perfect number. Drop them.
But Lady Bodhisattva, there are 500.
Drop them.
What happened? Where are we?
Those devilish immortals dropped us.
I thought only profane people practiced this sort of fraud. The Buddha commanded them to take us back east, and they drop us in midair.
Stop babbling. There's something wrong with the Tang monk.
Oh no, Master, don't cry. How can you behave like this after such a journey you've made, Master? Please.
I'm not crying. I'm simply laughing. What a great joke the Buddha has played on us. Just when we thought we had finished the last ordeal, they dropped us.
It's true, we were just flying along and they dropped us.
Just when we thought we were done, and there's still 10,000 more miles to go.
Just as many rivers.
No, seriously, disciples, this is a serious matter.
The 81st ordeal. Falling from the sky, losing all your labor, and in response, laughing. They've passed their final track.
Those villagers will keep us feasting here I don't know how long.
How can we escape? We're already halfway down the hill.
We'll be stuck here for days, Master.
Oh, Master, look, there's a little bird.
Come on, we have to room.
There isn't any choice, Master.
It's as easy as that. Let's go.
Let's go now, Master.
Has my bomb brother returned?
Your Empress he has.
And the scriptures, did you retrieve them?
Your disciple has brought you 3 scrolls, each containing 4,046 scriptures.
And who are these 3 persons?
These are my disciples.
Are your noble disciples foreigners?
They have been living as monsters deep in the wild. Due to past crimes against heaven, each has been helping me across the way to this journey. Pilgrim, Shamunk, Zhuaning, I thank you.
Between us, Master, there can be no word of thanks, for each of us is equally indebted to one another. We are to support one another, and through the merit we have gained, we have found our liberation.
How quiet and courteously your noble disciples bear themselves. We will meet you at the Wild Goose Pagoda Temple tomorrow morning to formally honor you and welcome you home. Tell me, my bomb brother, what was it like?
Your Majesty?
The world. What was it like? We did not sleep the whole night when we reflected on how great and profound had been the merits of our brother, such that no compensation is adequate. Finally, we composed in our head a few homely sentences as a mere token of our gratitude. Let us recite our composition for you. We so love our heaven and earth that we forever strive to make and gaze upon its image. We make and remake the world, populating it with pictures of itself into which we gaze, in hopes of both losing and then finding our true selves. We are drawn to these images with a longing that is a longing for our own origin. But the force that animates or moves or causes change has no image. It's invisible. We know the seasons change by the shifting fields of color, but what makes the seasons change? Why does life hold us? Then let us go. And if it is so hard to understand the true nature of this world, given only these elusive and fleeting images, how much harder it is to understand Buddhism, which holds to silence, darkness, and stillness. For it is within these things, emptiness, formlessness, and silence, that the divine resides. Let us recite.
I submit to the Buddha of past, present, and future. I submit to the Buddha of pure joy. I submit to the Buddha Amitabha. I submit to the Buddha of sky and water. I submit.
Tripitaka tongue.
Lady Bodhisattva,
Come with me
where?
to the Western Heaven,
For what?
to live
For how long?
forever.
I submit to the Buddha, light of the sun and moon. I submit to the Buddha of wondrous tone and sound. I submit to the Buddha, lamp that scans the world. I submit to the Buddha, Tripitaka tongue. I submit to the Bodhisattva Kuan Yin. I submit.
Brother, now that we are at heaven and earth, shall we enter?
Brother, I have acquired a taste for travel, and I think I should like to continue. As the Buddha said to his monks, walk over the earth for the happiness and blessings of many. Walk over the earth out of compassion for the world. Walk over the earth for the blessings, happiness, and welfare of gods and men.
Brother, may I join you?
I submit to the Bodhisattva Sun Wukong. I submit to the Bodhisattva Shu Wunong. I submit to the Bodhisattva Shao Wujing.
We wish to use these words to adorn Buddha's pure land, to repay fourfold grace above, and save those on the path below. If there are those who see and hear, their minds will find enlightenment. Their births with us in paradise will be this body's recompense.
2,600 years ago, the heaven and the earth made love, and everything was born.
Here ends the journey to the west.